Hello everyone, I am Stewie and I wanted to show you guys behind the scenes for my newest video, which was my Christmas special. And also Happy New Year. I know it's a bit late to say Happy New Year, but it's still like the new year, you know? It's still January. Anyways, let's get into the video. So, this scene of me animating the ball was literally just me animating the ball, except every single time I did a step in the animation, I did it a little more forward in time than the previous step, so that basically I'm animating myself animating the ball. That sounds confusing to you. Basically what I did was, if I moved the ball once, if I changed the scale of the ball, I would immediately keyframe that, which basically just means that that is in the animation now. And then I would move the timeline forward so that in the animation it's forward in time. And then I would do the next step and repeat the process over and over. So note here is that the scaling the text all the way to 0 in the z-axis, which is up and down, wasn't enough to fully hide the text for some reason. So I decided to scale it to 0 in the x too. Because both the S in my 3D model and B.O.B's S had a pitch black material, I can just zoom into one and then go to the other with literally no change visually. To make a pitch black material, you just set base color to black and specular to 0. It's actually really easy to animate a material. Just press I on the base color, go to the point where you want it to have changed, and then change the base color and press I again. You can do the exact same for almost anything, even numbers. Antros's mouth is actually a weirdly shaped invisible object with a skeleton, which means I can move it like this. The reason why it looks like an actual mouth here is because there's a Boolean modifier that puts a hole in Andros's face in the shape of that object. And because the object is invisible, it's a hole in the face. Oh, I almost forgot. B.O.B's face, like the part that actually looks like a face, is made using something called a stroke. It's basically a 2D animation object that allows you to use your awesome drawing skills to make a 2D animation. This image is literally just a stock image with some parts whitened out so I can put text on it. Spoopy Melon's face here is also a stroke. But the melon's face is just a few objects. Donnie's body here is actually from Mixamo, and his head is literally just a cube that is UV unwrapped so that it looks like, well, this. This crossbow is a Minecraft crossbow, obviously. But in order to get it in, what I did is I used an add-on called MC Prep. Despite me hopefully looking menacing in this shot, I think it kind of looks goofy when viewed from the side, as all I did was make myself bigger and change the lighting. Because I didn't want to spend ages creating different textures for each floor tile, I used one material that is random for each object, and a few lights are just rotated a bit, which means that none of the lights you see are actually coming from the squares on the floor. There's only like 4 lights in total. Also, here's what the PNG of Down V's face looks like from behind. When something comes out of nowhere or teleports, which does happen for literally everything that comes out of these presents in the scene, there's 2 things I can do. Either have it out of sight and go to the correct location within 1 frame, or have it be infinitely small and then make it grow back to normal size within 1 frame. In fact, B.O.B is actually just standing here awkwardly for the entire scene. Until, I push him out of the way. This pumpkin pie machine came from something that I made a really long time ago. Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy have something really cool. It's called inverse kinematics. Basically, I can move around either the guitar, microphone, or the plate, and the hands and arms will move with it. This makes it very easy to animate them, but Foxy doesn't have this. Mostly because he doesn't really have anything to hold. In order to make it look like I selected B.O.B here, I first duplicated B.O.B's body, made it have a solidifier modifier with a thickness of -0.01 meters, have the offset be -1, flip the normals for the solidify, make it so that the main body of his fake body had an invisible texture, have the second material be glowing yellow texture, make the glowing material have backface culling, and then make it so that the solidifier modifier has an offset of 1, making it so that the solidifier part, like the part that extended because of the solidifier modifier, actually has the yellow glowing texture. In order to animate it so that one frame I selected him and the next frame I didn't, I made it so that the material offset is 0 when he's unselected and 1 when selected. Oh, by the way, this is the paper that purple guy is holding. And before you ask, no, I don't know what a mo gauge is, and GF does not stand for girlfriend, it stands for Golden Freddy. To feed B.O.B, we need a sacrifice.
This sacrifice needs to be alive and has to have lived for more than a week, or else B.O.B won't be satisfied with his meal. If we fail to give a proper sacrifice, B.O.B might break free and start consuming everyone, including me.
You may notice that this is a lot more vibrant than the rest of the scenes. And that's because what I did was I made it so that the color management is set to standard instead of filmic. And yes, this is a pink slip from FNAF. This fire right here is actually a mixture between weird geometry, 2 wave modifiers, and a noise animation modifier on the Z rotation. Also, in case you're wondering, this book is called 101 Uses for Snails. I still don't understand where the FPS guys went. Any knowledge on where they are, please tell me. And, yep, that was behind the scenes of quite a bit of my video. The only thing really left to tell you is that visuals you've been seeing that weren't in the original video aren't actually what I was seeing while animating. If I went into like the object view mode, what I actually added the colors I had ahead of time in order so that whenever I show you what it looks like in this mode, it doesn't look like a just white. So yeah, bye. You can subscribe if you want. I am not going to force you to subscribe. And see you in the next video.